saw some fundraising taking place. Guys really started. I called Becky a couple of weeks ago and I said, last I think I emailed her and I said, I think I'm losing my mind. Because for me, I don't think we're where we should be. And what are we doing? What's going on? She said, so now we're actually trending far ahead of where we were at this time last year. You know, so let's forget about last year, forget where we were. Just worry about where we're at today. And she said everything's trending positive, everything's flipping the upward side, which is really remarkable because of everything you guys do. We have just one small area that we're not trending upwards in, and we'll talk a little bit about that, but it doesn't totally concern me. We can catch that up really quick. So I had a video on earlier just to show something about our 80 by 18 initiative, but we're going to talk a little more about that. Everybody's aware this is Colon Cancer Awareness Month, and we just came out with a new initiative. I think we may have touched on it last month. We'll just give you a little more detail about our 80 by 18 campaign. That's what that video was about, just to kind of get some education out there and some awareness. So in case you don't know where you're at the Relay for Life Team Captain meeting. Along in this room, kids on tour. We kicked them out of here so we could have our meeting. So again, as we get to this part of our season, we really kind of see some redundancy on what we talk about. But it's really, really important that as your leadership team is behind the scenes making some plans and having subcommittees, that we make sure that you, for the core of the event, the team captains, have everything you need. And that's why sometimes we go over a lot of the same stuff. I feel a little redundant to you. What I asked you to do today, since we only have one more meeting after this before we actually go into the event, is think about what it is you're thinking that you're not asking. What's on your mind? What's that little sweet voice in the back of your mind that you're thinking, I really would like a little more information about this, and I'm really not sure. But this is a great day to ask you so that we can get you the answers that you need. So although some of the stuff you're going to see today is very, very similar, basically what we're doing now is we're really kind of getting into the detail of the event. While we still continue, and our fundraising surge is actually now between our event, which is where the teams seem to do the best fundraising, because you focus on relay. It's a time when we start thinking about the details. What makes our event an event that you enjoy being a part of, and an event that you want to stay continually attached to. So that's what today's about. So that question that you have that you're not sure you should ask, today's a good day to ask. We know our theme. Hopefully by now you guys have thought of some great campsite type decorations and banners and shirts. I'm sure you've got all that nailed down already. We always talk about our basic fundamental core values of our event, which is our cheer, bring the people, build a fund a mission. So we know if we get the people to our event, we get people engaged, we get people involved, like you are, in understanding our mission, and then we make it fun, we'll fund the mission. People like to have fun even at a serious time. So those are core. Really, we're going to dive into logistics and production because that's really, really important as we get closer to the event. Where do I go? Where do I need to be? What's not going to need to be there? What do I need to break? What do I not do? What do I do? Those are the things. Those are the questions that are probably in the back of your mind, especially if you're new team captain. And we're really, really excited about our production this year. We're really, really excited to share some of that with you. We always want to make sure we have a mission moment. Maria's going to get up and talk about our 80 by 18 campaign, like we talked about. One thing that's not on here, but it's in the PowerPoint, is we talk about a new initiative called Purple and Power. And Becky's going to tell us a little bit about that. That's a community engagement type event. We just want you to be aware of it. Lunch today is sponsored by Walk On, so hope you're enjoying that. There's plenty. Please help yourself. Get up and get some more of that salad or that pasta, whatever you want, the drinks and all that in there. Any questions so far? Kind of simple. We just want to do it. All right, so here's where we're at as of this morning. Really, really excited about this. We have 90 teams registered. We always have teams that register between now and the event. That's not uncommon. Teams, they might even be fundraising. They just haven't registered, so Don't let that number concern you. The good news about this number versus some of the numbers we've seen in the past, we've seen 120, 130 teams registered, but we've also seen out of the 120, 130, only about 95 to 100 active fundraising teams. Sometimes teams register, things just don't get going like they expect, or they totally wait till the event day because they believe that that's when they raise all their money. I think that's when they're supposed to show up. So it's an educational thing. So what's good about this is out of the 90 teams registered, almost every one of them are raising money. So these are active, Relay for Life, understand the mission, understand what we do, teams. So that's the good news. 1,211 participants, again, trending up from last year. Last year, we wound up registering about 1,800. We've gone as high as 2,300 participants. Again, are we narrowing down to core participants that are actively involved in Relay? I think so. I think we definitely hit that 1,800 to 2,000 mark. Again, still have a lot of teams that just haven't registered their participants. Anytime you have any questions, any concerns, anything that I can answer for you, which is most things, go to rflter1@gmail.com. That email disperses out to the leadership team. Ed is the keeper of that. He'll make sure you get the answers that you need. You heard Bernadette screaming earlier today, give me your money, give me your money. So you can turn in money at any time. You don't have to wait for TCAP. This is our county lead. She's at T. Baker Smith. So you can also do that there, right? Okay. The bill of the fund. Okay. Again, some stuff that you saw, but I added a couple of things just to remind you. So we want to make sure that if you're going to do a t-shirt, judging, make one extra shirt and get it to Bernadette ahead of time because we prejudge those.
I heard it twice. We didn't have to follow the t-shirt. Oh, campsite. Yeah.
Make sure it's actually a t-shirt or here at bank night.
At bank night.
That extra one. You'll get it back, maybe. But if you really, really like it, you might not. So you might want to do smalls if you want it back. Campsite judging, relatively simple, theme-based, based on our theme this year. That's done at your campsite, pretty much nothing we really have to do other than hopefully get some really nice decorated campsites. Banner judging. If your banners, we talked about this in the last meeting, in case you missed it. We're going to do it the same way we did last year. Instead of getting that bottleneck in front of that stage, the judges are actually going to take pictures of these on the back side, like we did last year, and the judges will actually get those photos uploaded to them where they're sitting so that they can actually take their time and look through them, because you don't pass. They got that one glimpse as you walk by. And then maybe never saw that banner again. This way they can look at it, they can flip back and forth, and really look at it and do judge it the way we like. Food judging, what are our categories, Bernadette?
Hannah.
Hannah. Sorry?
Appetizer, main dish, and dessert.
Okay, three categories: appetizer, main dish, and dessert, and they need to be
At the Civic Center lobby for 6.
Civic Center lobby for 6 p.m. These are little details that we've been kind of just brushing over that you kind of really need to write down now. Appetizer, main dish, and dessert. 6 p.m. in the front of the Civic Center, the front lobby area. Now we'll do the food judging there. And again, I would leave my campsite at about 5:30 to be sure you have enough time to come up stage and get a sample before you get to the judging, right? Live auction, same format for our live auction. The live auction forms are available on the website. You can print them down. We highly encourage you, if you have a really cool, you don't think it's cool, send us your live auction form as early as you can, because we can generate excitement. We have a couple of really cool auction items this year that are coming in that I believe we post on different social media aspects and on our website. We're going to get people to come to the event just for that auction for those specific items. I'm telling you, it's pretty exciting. I've heard about a couple of them already. So have something like that, or like I said, just get it to us, we'll post it, we'll just advertise, we'll say, hey, you should come to Relay for Life at the Civic Center so that you can bid. And I believe we're gonna draw some people to our event, just to come bid on some of those items. Something I didn't talk about last time is I missed the relay contest. I'm sure you know what it is. Some guys dress up as, I'm gonna say ladies, they don't act like ladies, but, and they come up to the stage and we do a dance contest. And what we did last year different. To get what we judge down to the last two. And then what we do is the final two dancers, the one that raises the most money as a result of her dancing skills, is a winner. And well, and we're able to raise additional funds for the event. It goes to the team that the dance is from. So I would encourage you to find some guy who's not as shy as I am, and willing to get dressed up and come out there. It's a lot of fun. Probably, it's one of my favorite parts of the whole event night. It's fun to get to that point, get this going. It's a lot of fun. It's clean. Well, most of it's clean, but it's fun. So we're gonna do the same format. We'll have as many people in it as we want. We'll have our judges just tap them out basically till we get to the final two. We'll have a dance off, and that dance off will be judged by how many dollars it's raised. Any questions on activities? Hannah, anything else activity-wise that we need to know about?
The only thing is with like the food judging, make sure it's a smaller portion because we don't want to waste a lot of food. So don't bring like a big pot of jambalaya or anything like that. Just like a dessert salsa.
Right. So what you're saying is, the judges have to taste all the food they come. Yeah. So they're not going to eat big portions. So they just need a little sample, a little taste. Unlike what you bring to me. The bigger portion, right? So.
Why are you dying?
I know.
Okay. Wait for relay.
Start again after the event.
Please make sure that for the auction items, they have the sticker attached to the items.
Good point.
Including those big exciting things that you have.
Yeah. For your auction items, the auction can get really, really cumbersome sometimes, and for a lot of good reasons. A lot of people are bidding. We're trying to get it moved on. We don't want to run too long into our ceremonies. It's really, really important that you get your auction form filled out. Make sure you have an extra copy of it and attach it to your item. Attach it to the item. And the best description that you can put on there for what that item is, if somebody donated it, let us know that so that when I'm presenting that item, I can say, hey, here is an actual Coach purse that apparently means something to somebody that was donated by such and such a business or something like that. Let's give them the recognition, your team name, fill that form out. I would make me an extra copy or two because the wind gets kind of crazy sometimes and they fly off, but try to make sure it's attached well to that item so that when we're handing it up to you, we have that along. Also, we're going to have, the auction paddles, because again, from that stage, you don't realize how difficult it is to see into that crowd. So it's easier to catch people that are bidding. So if you know people that are coming to bid, make sure you maybe come up to the stage a little early. We're going to be announcing, and when we get to production, I think you're going to really be excited because we're going to be able to help you with a lot of stuff. Make sure they come and get us, if they get a paddle, we can take their information, right? Are we doing that now? No? Okay.
We never did that.
Some auctions, what they do is they come, and we're not doing that because we don't need to be that technical, but you come to get your paddle, you give them all your information, and your paddle's actually numbered. And so when number 7 actually wins the bid, we already know who they are. We might think about doing that in the future, but I think we tried it the first time and it just didn't work. But at least you get paddles. And if you don't have a paddle, it doesn't mean you can't bid. So, but the auction is a crucial part of our event. We raise a lot of money at this auction, but we like it to run smooth, and so we like it to run relatively quick. We don't want to bore people to death. So that's really important.
If we send you a picture of whatever our item is, whenever you auction it, can you put that up on the screen so we can really?
So glad you said that. Because we probably can this year. But we definitely need it ahead of time. So when we get into more of the production side, we'll talk about things like that. that I think you'd be excited about. That's a great idea. Because the way we're gonna have the screens this year, everybody will be able to see it.
We'll have to video.
Yeah, so we can actually just take it right off of there, one way or the other. But if you gotta have a send us a picture for several reasons. Number one, like I said, generate some excitement ahead of time. Hey, come see what's gonna be at the relay auction this year. Get somebody that says, oh, I like that, maybe never come to relay before. They may show up with a checkbook, credit card, cash, or their firstborn, we take them off. So, definitely good. That's the kind of things we need to be thinking about. Okay, ceremony updates. We are committed to our soft opening, first time we've ever done this. You set up, campsite ready to go, 1 o'clock's our cutoff time. If you're not set up and ready to go by 3, don't panic. Our official opening ceremony is at 5 o'clock, as it always has been. We're giving you the opportunity to take advantage of the large crowds that come so early to our event. Basically, we're giving you permission to start selling food, the raffles, whatever. And we're gonna have some entertainment and some music during this time, but it's gonna be very backgroundish, kind of almost like not even really seeing that it's happening, but it's happening. We're gonna advertise that food and crafts will be available at 3. There, I mean, really open it, but officially great. Oh, I'm sorry, set up.
Early in the morning.
We actually start loading in Friday. So, again, good question, because should I come Friday, should I come Saturday? A lot of that depends on your particular situation. If you have a big tent that's being put up, a lot of them are being put up by Mr. Renee, or if the company's coming to put it up. Maybe Friday's a good time to come, Friday afternoon, Friday evening. If you feel confident that you can get in there Saturday morning and get yourself set up, Saturday morning's fine. We're gonna be there early. We're gonna typically be there right at about between 6 and 7 o'clock Saturday morning. So, but technically, officially, I guess Friday evening.
Is it going to?
Like I said, if you're confident that you can come in and get set up Saturday morning, 6 a.m., 7 o'clock, we're there. Either way. We're flexible. Okay? So again, but we need to be in and out of there, especially with vehicles, 1 o'clock. That's our target time, which gives us that buffer for the, we didn't think about that, this happened. We still have that buffer before we go to our actual true opening ceremony, which is at 5. We have a lot of different things planned to keep people excited, drum lines, cheerleaders, a lot of different things that are going to be happening to get people excited and kind of build some excitement around our ceremony. So, opening ceremony is at 5, our survivor ceremony is at 7. Always have our survivor speaker, survivor names have been typically called out. We're not doing that this year. There's a couple of reasons. Number one, when they're calling survivors' names, they can't play music because the music's too loud. They can't hear people say the names. And then, so without the music, it kind of gets like, and they're just reading your names. Because of what we're doing with the screens this year in production, survivors' names will be scrolling on the big screen. So they might scroll more than once. So they'll be scrolling, but we'll have our ceremony with music and impact and excitement and celebration for our survivors, as it should be. So that's different this year. Luminary ceremony, 9 o'clock, as always, give or take a few minutes, depending on getting people quiet, getting people situated. Again, we have some surprises for you from a production standpoint. Our luminary ceremony is really exciting this year. We're going to do a combination of some of the stuff, new stuff that you saw last year, as well as maybe some of the stuff we used to do in the past. Very impactful ceremony. Nobody here has to worry about generators. Not maybe somebody might have one on their motorhome or something like that, but again, this ceremony is very important. It's very impactful. It's probably one of the main things that draws people to our event. It's what connects us to our mission. So we won't start the ceremony until all lights out, all noise out. Somebody may have a little radio playing in their tent. We'll send someone over to ask them to turn it off. We make announcements well prior to this to warn everyone. But if we have to delay this ceremony 15 minutes to get it right, we will, because it's one of the most important things that we do at this event. So, you know, as team captains, go back to your teams and make sure that they understand the timeline.
Just to let y'all be aware too, when Luminary starts, the Civic Center will shut down all of the poles that have lights on them. They will be shut off. And I think all the stuff, the breakers too, right?
No, I think the lights only come on. I think you still have power at the pole. You do. You still have your power. So your warmers for your food and stuff like that stay on. But that's why radios and stuff sometimes you put in. Yeah, lights will go off, and then of course we time them to come back on again. So any questions about Luminary? Speaking of, you see these? Now we have all the samples. So we have a lot of options for our Luminary this year. We have our standard $10, which everybody's very used to, white bag. We have the purple, $20. We have this really, really nice gold bag for $30. And then we have this bad boy for $100. And these come with different things. I saw one here that says Hope, it has Cures, and then the other one has Relay, right? Okay. So these are $100. And we talked a little bit about this at the last meeting. You know, it's the same price as the educational sign, but I'd like you to think about the two different venues for getting those types of sponsorships. Luminary seem to be more personal. Not saying the business can't buy one and put their name on it, that's fine. Educational signs seem to be more business oriented. You know, send this message or deliver this message from our business or our friends and family. They're both the same price, both $100. But you know, you can transition those dollars either to a big Luminary and lose an educational sign. Teams on it. So just try to think about that as you're approaching about these things. Luminary is more personal. They'll turn anybody away. They won't put a business stamp on it, that's fine. An educational sign is really, really ideal for business type sponsorship to get their name connected to a mission. So think about it that way. But I'm really excited because we're going to have a lot of these out there this year. We've sold several of them, and I think it's going to make a big, big impact on our ceremony. So people are going to be surprised to see them. So, any questions on the Luminary? Closing ceremonies at midnight. Really, really, guys, you know, we've shrunk this timeline on this event. We used to try to go to 2 a.m. Of course, we all know that the 80s original Relay for Life event challenge to go overnight. There was a reason for that, you know, with us being at onset of those words, we find out that you've been diagnosed with cancer, and then sunrise always designated as you really woke up that day and realized that you were a survivor. So there's a lot of impactful things that were engaged in having an overnight event. And it was really, 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 really impactful. But, you know, times and clients and things like that just kind of don't allow for really good, successful, impactful events to go overnight. People just can't do it. So ACS recognized that 2 years ago and said, hey, let's give some options. And we were confined to 2 a.m. with the sound ordinances. Now we're doing a 1 a.m. close. You know, our events over at 1 a.m. We do our closing ceremony at midnight. What we're hoping for is, hey, you know what? If you can stay till the Luminary ceremony, that takes a good bit. Next thing you know, it's 10 o'clock. Then you can say, you know what? By the time I pack up and get everything ready, it's already 11. I should soon stay till midnight. Just as soon make the rest of that journey all the way to midnight. This is a cancer patient they can't say, oh, it's 11 o'clock, I'm done. They have to take the journey all the way through. So I think we can encourage our team, our participants, to take the journey all the way through, and now that journey does end at midnight. So let's try to do that. All right, any questions? I know I'm going too fast. All right. This is where we're at. I'll tell you last week I was a little worried. Well, I shouldn't worry because we're moving right along. Basically $122,000 in proposals so far. I know a lot of money was turned in today. And I know a lot of y'all are moving money. So competitive, and you want everybody to know what you got. You want them to be here. So I know it's there, but this is for $150,000 proposals so far. So let's talk about our fundraising. Anybody have something coming up that they want to kind of get out there? March 18th, the Blake Group. Fried fish, shamrock, March 18th, Friday. You can line it up, or you can, if you do 10 or more, that's a little. All right.
Well, we did it with a lot, yeah, for all of our, some of our vendors said, yeah, right now.
So they want to clarify that it was local. All right, somebody on that, yeah. Yep, we got a garage sale Saturday. This Saturday? Garage sale on McCown Drive between St. Charles and Maxwell and Lee.
MJ will be your first customer who loves the roster.
Can I donate stuff to it? Oh, I should tell you. And I think I'm ready to call, please.
March 12th, we have a tap road night at the Road South at 7 p.m. They're gonna have door prizes, a boots basket, and everything. They said the startup is $60, and then a portion of that goes to the proceeds.
So no tap tournament, March the 12th, Bowl South, so it's on the east side, 7 o'clock. So it's an evening thing, get babysitters, you can drink some beer,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of fun, so a lot of fun.
And we also do a garage sale at the Home Base on April 2nd, from 8 to 12.
April 2nd, a garage sale, from what time?
8 to 12.
8 to 12, at Airbase, at the
Right.
pavilion.
All of our employees are, donating items
Okay.
for one of them.
You see what I'm talking about? It's a fundraiser right now, thinking about real. What else? Becky?
I wanted to tell y'all about an event fundraiser. It's the radio station's Glow Run that's going to be on March 18th. It's in the evening at the Courthouse Square. The radio station has selected our event as their charity this year to donate a percentage of the proceeds to. So we're asking everybody to come out and support the Glow Run, register as a participant, and if you have time, and you can come out and help. With registration or hand out glow sticks or whatever. We really want to show our support to the radio station for them selecting us as their charity. It's March 18th at the Courthouse Square, and the information is on their website. It's being announced on the radio station right now.
What time is it?
I'm gonna say 5, but I'm not.
It's on our Facebook page, on our store.
So that's the Friday, let's say the Friday as
It's a
well.
Friday. And then that same night, Vino has committed to do a fundraiser for one of our teams. Todd Adams and I forget who else.
Steve Juno.
Steve Juno. So the same night, March 18th, $10 cover charge to get in, 100% of the cover charge is going to go on to one of our teams, ultimately, benefiting our events. So, if y'all can, after you're done running, if you feel like you can shower and go have a drink.
I think it's a great time, when you go to Shamrock, you get lunch.
Yeah, go
You
get
eat
lunch.
fried fish and white meat,
Yeah,
then you go run it off,
right.
and then you go relax.
We have a lot going on that
And
day.
if anybody's really, really creative and has a connection, maybe I'll just offer limo rides that night. Some of us are gonna need them. At a discount. All right, so yeah, March 18th, is gonna be pretty, another deadline on March 18th too. But before I forget that, any of your fundraisers that you announced today, or that you email those to our telephone@gmail.com, so that we can get them posted for you, especially if they're, again, an external fundraiser. If it's at your office and people can't come to it, you know, no point in really advertising it. But anyway, so get those to any other fundraisers. I don't want to miss anybody. If you got something exciting happening. Okay. We talked about our new scenario opportunities, our sponsorship update. We need, if you want your sponsorship to be on the shirt, the deadline to get that in is March 18th. Again, that day should really stick with you. You know, we want to, you know, shout out to, you know, all of our sponsors up to date. I'm not going to remember them all, but we have Shamrock Energy that is our presenting sponsor again this year. We have South Louisiana Bank as our stage sponsor. Susan, if you have more updates for us on other sponsorships. The Baywater's back in. I don't want to miss anyone, but
Yeah, we got Paul's Insurance, we got, Alfred and Staples, Elizabeth is the next two teams. Commercial signs, $2,500 level for advertising. We had Media Right and My 14 Media.
So Media Right is gonna handle the billboards because commercial signs sold their billboard business to Media Right. So Media Right has committed to sponsoring our billboard advertisement. And commercial signs is just gonna give them the graphics from last year and make the changes and put it up. So they're working together to be better. And then My Home Team Media, for those of you who don't know, that's Sunburst Media. They changed their name. They were bought out by another management company. And so the radio station is My Home Media.
and I know that we have, you know, several others that have come in, you know, like
Walk-Ons is a
Walk-Ons,
sponsor, Baywater, Marcy, Anything, we said Shamrock, Oshner is a sponsor this year. We do have one more street left.
Okay.
We thought we had all four secured, but we had one that fell through, so I wanted to put that out there, that there is another $2,500 street available if somebody's interested in getting their name on a street. And we're still looking for a production sponsor or two to get to that $3,000 level to offset the cost of the additional production cost this year.
So still a lot of great opportunity for sponsorship. You know, like I said before, sponsors like to be tied to something. It's much easier to say, hey, would you like to sponsor the street? And then when everybody looks at the map and they say, hey, you know, I'm at 235 Baywater Drive is my campsite. You know, but they didn't have that, or they can say, like South Louisiana Bank, they was stage sponsor, get a lot of recognition from that. Shamrock says they were the presenting sponsor. So if you need some help tying that in, we have a street available, $2,500 level, and we have production sponsorship that, you know, comes in at about $1,000 level, but we need two more. We have one already secured. We need two more because our goal was to get $3,000 in production sponsorship to help offset the cost of what we're going to talk about in a little while for production. Anything else on fundraisers, sponsorship? Any questions? What are you thinking that you're not asking me? Everybody good? All right. Okay. Meat and potatoes of our event is the logistics and production. At the end of the day, when we do all of this work all year, you guys just get out there and bust your buns and raise this money and stay committed. At the end of the day, production of our event is what gets people engaged and what makes you as a team captain and team participant say, you know what, this is well worth it. We really had a wonderful, great day today. You know, it's not enough just to ask people to come and walk the track and fundraise. You gotta make it fun. You gotta make it impactful. So, things that have to happen to make that happen. Campsite selection form. I've seen a lot of them coming through. If you have not done this yet, please go on our website, get the form, fill it out. This is crucial to the initial vision of what our track's gonna look like. Okay, getting people placed in the best place that we can. 80% of our participants, 80% of our returning teams, say, maybe where I was good with it. That makes it easy. But it's the other 20% that we have to move around, and especially new teams. So let's get that done. We are going to have our flyers again this year. You remember last year with the trifold flyer? Did a great job with that, and we're going to have it again. This is what tells people where you're at, what's going on. It's gonna have your address on it. It's gonna have what you're doing at your campsite. So if you're selling burgers and somebody wants a burger, they can find it on there. And we're gonna have a kind of a beefed up information tent this year, where people will be able to go to gather this information and ask questions where our mission tents are gonna be. But if they're looking for it, this is a big event. It's sometimes hard to find. Sometimes they walk right by you 3 times and never see it. So we'll be able to give them addresses. So it's important to get that information. Again, I don't know why it says Friday after lunch. I need to take that off of there. But we will start setting up Fridays during the day. You know, I think we put after lunch just to give Nick a little time in the morning to come and get his bearings and everything. But if you're there, we're there, we'll get you set up. We do contract with Mr. Renee to secure everyone's tent down, because wind sometimes can be an issue. Even if you have a 10 by 10, we're gonna get it strapped down. Now, until we do, if we happen to be there Friday evening or even Saturday morning, and it's windy like it was last year, until he comes, hang on to your tent, or put somebody to it, or tie it down some kind of way. Don't just leave it, because it's really hard to go back and remember who you did and who you didn't do. If the tent has not been secured, you can come find somebody on the logistics team and say, hey, by the way, I want you to know, he hasn't got to my tent. He could very well pass it up and not realize that he hadn't done it yet. But we want everything secure. Again, we talked about this, the final campsite setup time is 1 p.m. Campers, we're very, very fortunate. We're allowed to have these campers that pay for it, our rental at the Civic Center. So you get power and water, great place for kids to rest, for us to rest. However, we get more and more every year. Please, 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 please go back to your teams and say, this is a luxury, and we may not always be able to get you exactly where you need to be or right behind your tent. We talked about this. Campers, 40 feet, 35 feet, 20 feet this way, take up sometimes 3 spaces. So we may have to put you this way. Don't get angry with the logistics guys. They're only doing, their focus is on the event. The camper is just an add-on. All right, so let's work together on that. I don't think we've ever had a problem with it, but everybody always works it out. But just keep that in mind. We get more and more campers every year. Trash. Last year we contracted more trash people. I thought it was great. We had more people collecting trash, and we had the boxes. I'm going to have them again this year. We'll have bags. Just help us monitor that if you don't mind by your campsite. If you don't mind, you see it's full, tie it up so people quit trying to pile it up and do a balancing act. See if they can get that last little fork up there rather than walk 40 feet and get an empty one. But so tie those things up and help us with that, because that's an impact on our event as well. Remember, we close at 1 a.m. Not midnight. Midnight's our closing ceremony. So no vehicles allowed on the track. It says, okay, this has to be changed. No vehicles during setup will be allowed on the track after 1 p.m. That's changed. That used to be our old time. Really, really want to get in and out of one. If you have an exception, you know we're going to work with you. Don't say, oh, I'm not going to make 1 o'clock. Show up, we'll work with you. Just come find us. Don't just go rolling on through everything with crowds of people around. It's really a safety issue. So, and then what I was really talking about was breakdown. Of course, you're not prisoners to relay, but I would really like to chain you all in and not let you leave. But if you have to break down, if you must leave us before 1 a.m., please do so quietly. Be respectful to your campsite next to you. Do not bring the vehicle onto that track on the inner circle at least till 1 a.m. That's when our event is over. And even when you do it then, please be careful. There's a lot of kids out there. If we do it, one thing I didn't show on activities, we do have the relay madness at 11 o'clock. That's when the kids go around forever and ever and collect 5,000 tickets and all the prizes. But anyway, so we do have that this year. But being mindful of when you go into that breakdown status, especially if you're doing it at 10, 11 o'clock, clanging pipes down, people are still trying to have fun. So let's just be respectful of our neighbors. Any questions on logistics? When do I set up? How do I set up? Where do I set up? What do I bring? What do I don't bring? Everybody gets water and power. within a reasonable amount of distance. Come with your own hoses and your own extension cords. We don't provide them, but you are typically within 50 feet of any power or water. We're so fortunate. Yep.
This is my first time, so it'll be our first team, so you're gonna tell us where we're at, you have that already scheduled out?
Do you have okay, so if you go on our website, there is a campsite selection form. You can go ahead and fill that out and then ask some questions. This is your first time relaying. Where would you like to be? We'd still, even though you're a first time team, if you have a preference of where you think you'd like to be, we would like to try to accommodate you.
Okay.
And if you look at our form, it asks you kind of for four, like if today was Christmas and I got my wish, I want this one. If I can't get here, I'd like to be here, and you go so forth and so on. So if you fill that out and get it to us, then we'll place you, when you come for bank night, instead of waiting in line forever to find out where, to pick your site, you can actually, you'll be told that night. Here's a map, here's your campsite. You leave bank night, which is that Wednesday night before our event, you know where you're going. All right? Yep. Any other questions? Basic same rules. If you're frying, don't dump the grease in the drink, please, or on the grass. There's a grease vat on the Civic Center, on the side of our event, because they cater, they fry and all that. So there's a place to put it. If you can't find it, come find one of us. If you're cooking, and you like any open flame, barbecue pit, fryers, please kind of sanction yourself off. Kids don't pay attention when they're running and they're having fun, and God forbid that we'd ever have something like that happen. We never have. Like to keep it that way. If you're using real charcoal, don't go dump it on the grass and wait for it to go out. It's come on fire. So just be mindful of those things. Again, we're very fortunate. We don't have a state inspector that comes in and says that every campsite has to have a fire. You should. You should bring it. But we don't quite get into that. If we have an incident, we have a problem, it's going to be from now on. So just be conscious of that. All right. Production. Our ceremonies. Our ceremonies are so important because they're so impactful. Our opening ceremony has to be impactful. Our survivor ceremony has to be impactful. Our luminary and our closing. So we're focusing a lot on our ceremonies, and we've got a lot of good things coming in for you. How many people has this been a problem for? Huh? You can raise your hand. This has been a problem for you. You can't hear. You can hear the music fine. You can't hear anybody talking on stage. Okay?
No, the frustrating part is when you hear him and you don't want him.
Well,
You can't hear anything else talking.
And how many people is this a problem for, especially if you're in the back? Can't see. So this year we have it cured. So just so you know, we actually found, I couldn't tell you 100% last time, but we got the contract in, we got the pricing right. So here's what you got. At our stage, our South Louisiana Bank stage, on each side is going to be, I don't remember the dimensions, but they're big screens, okay, that you'll probably be able to see throughout the whole event. On those screens is where we're going to do two different things. We'll be rolling sponsorships, we'll be rolling survivors' names, we'll be putting pictures of auction items up there. During the auction, we're going to do that. But also, when we're not doing those things, the camera will be panned onto the stage. So everything that's going on stage will be up on those screens. So if you're busy at your campsite selling hot dogs, you can look up and see what's going on. And hopefully that'll help you remember, oh yeah, auction started, because we'll be up there announcing it. Two huge towers, Empire Scaffolds, donating as their in-kind sponsorship. Scaffold towers for these speaker towers, so they're going to be off the stage and up and projected out. Then, right, well, then 3/4 of the way in the center of the event, two more. Not quite as big as what's up front. Two more scaffold towers for speakers and another video. So just about anywhere in our event, you should be, unless you're in the bathroom in the Civic Center, you should be able to see and hear what's going on. And that's really, really exciting for us because that has been a challenge. The event continue to grow and continue to grow. Plus, the things that it allows us to do from a production standpoint with our ceremonies is to make it that much more impactful. the people will be able to see our survivors walking, they'll be able to see their names, they'll be able to see the drum lines coming through, because you don't have to be up front to do it now, you'll be able to see it from anywhere in here. That's where these production dollars come from. This is what that's paying for. So we really need to push for 2 more production sponsorships. We really like to secure. We got a contract, we're gonna do it, but every time we do something like this and we grow, it's more money, you know, on our cost side, and our whole goal is to keep that down as low as we can so that we net out every dollar that we can to go to our mission. Okay? Any questions? All right. Now I'm going to turn it over to Becky. She's going to give you a quick overview of our Power and Purple initiative. I don't have any other slide up here. That's the only slide.
Okay. The Power and Purple is a national campaign by the American Cancer Society and Relay for Life to reach out to people in our community, specifically leaders in our community that may not already participate with our event. And so the first people that come to my mind is like a principal at a school. You know, while the school might participate, the students and teachers, the principal, him or herself, may not participate. And so they can join in our Power and Purple campaign, and they can do fundraising. The principal themselves can do the fundraising. We have a specified event website that's set up for the Power and Purple that will link to our event, so it all feeds into our event. And so what we're doing today is just introducing it to you. The campaign actually won't start until April 1st. It's going to go April 1st to April 22nd. So what we would like all of you to do is start brainstorming and thinking about someone, a leader in our community. I plan to contact Harvey Sharp at Performance Power Sports. That's just going to be my contact. And the reason I'm reaching out to Harvey is because every year they donate the ATVs for our event. He's already committed to our event. He donates the use of these ATVs every single year, and he doesn't mind doing it. But that's all he does for the event. So I'm going to try to get him to do the Power and Purple campaign. It's something that he can do personally on his own time. It's not difficult to do. He can do fundraising online, or he can put up a leather jacket as a raffle item in his store and raise money that way. So that's what my plan is, just to give you an example of what we're looking for. So Ed and I are going to work a little bit this afternoon to iron out everything, and then once we get the website completely constructed and everything ready to go, we'll be sending out that information to you. Do you have a slide on the sliders there, Jane, or? Okay, so we have our Cancer Survivors Dinner, which is Wednesday, March 16th. All the invitations have been sent out, and I have already gotten 46 RSVPs. So our survivors are super excited about coming to the celebration. It is limited to 160 people. So if you have a survivor that you're not sure if they were on the mailing list, we did mail out 366 invitations. So just email me their contact information. It's not too late. I'll still mail them an invitation. And then Maria's going to talk to you about 80 and 18, the mission moment. I would really like for you guys to listen to what she has to say about 80 and 18, 80 by 18. And we'll be reaching out to some of our businesses in the community that have 100+ employees to get their businesses to commit to have 80% of our population screened for colon cancer by 2018. And so I'm going to turn it over to Maria.
Thank
you.
Before I talk about 80 and 18, this isn't a part of American Cancer Society, but if you don't know, March is the month for colon cancer awareness. And I gave you information, they're asking that people wear blue on this Friday. So if you can, maybe get your team together, your group together to wear blue. As Becky said, our ACS challenge is to get 80% by 2018. 80% of the people screened. Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer death in the U.S. when men and women are combined, yet it's one of the most preventable. About 23 million Americans between the age of 50 and 75 are not being regularly screened. And recently, our legislation just passed some things that'll help people who are on Medicare to be able to not have as many expenses or problems with trying to get screened for colon cancer. So that'll help as well. So on your pledge card, you see that they are asking either you, if you're 50 or over, to pledge that you'll get screened, or if you're under 50, that you'll at least encourage a friend, a family member, or a coworker who is 50 or over to get screened. So we ask that you please fill these out and bring them either to the next meeting. If you want to get some more copies, we can get you some more copies to bring with your teams. An update on our ACS CAN. We have currently 10 people who are registered as an ACS CAN member. Our event goal is 40 people. So if you're interested in joining ACS CAN, we have some forms in the back.
We have some on the table.
It's a $10 yearly membership to join ACS CAN, and ACS CAN is the organization that helps to lobby for legislation and cancer research funding and things like that. It's a yearly membership of $10 if you're interested, and you can go up to whatever amount if you want to give more. If you give $20, you get a cool little keychain plus your $10 membership, and they'll email you periodically when there's an event going on either in our state or nationally. That way maybe we need to send some information to our legislation to help push for more cancer research funding or for legislation such as what they just passed with more benefits and less cost for people to get screened for colon cancer. So if anyone's interested, you can always see me, or Becky has some forms also to fill out for ACS CAN.
Thank you, Maria. And listen, this 80 by 18 initiative, it can save thousands of lives. And there's a lot more detail that's on the website and the information that we gave you. I know we're running a little close to time. So real quick, this was the Survivor Dinner. It is March 16th. Moving to the World, 6 p.m. The only trend we have going down, you guys, online fundraising is down from last year. The easiest thing you could ever do is go out online and send out some emails.
So I'm going to issue a really quick challenge to everybody about the online fundraising. We had, a leap day challenge where we asked everybody to use the last day of the month to, as an extra day of the year, to either get a new sponsor, get a new team, get a new, more sponsorship dollars. So I, on Monday, secured a brand new team, Tesh Action Clinic, who the co-captain of the team is Dr. Renisha Simmons, who is a breast cancer survivor. And I secured 2 returning sponsors. So I don't want the duffel bag, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're putting the duffel bag back up for you guys to win. So whichever team does the most online fundraising between now and April 7th, which is our next meeting, your team captain, you will win that duffel bag.
If you want ideas on how to do that, how to
Denise,
online
I want the
fundraisers,
duffel
email
bag,
us.
so we gotta win it.
Email Ed. I'm telling you, it's really, really easy. Okay, we got some gifts to give away real quick.
Let's go.
A little bit fast. 098. Raise your hand here. 098.
I'm not even on 18, Carl. 098. Oh, might be, Jaretta had to.
Okay. 092. There we go. 105. 105. Back.
Thank you so much for coming.
104. There.
Right here.
090. 90. 090. Oh, she's right there. Okay. 099. How many more we got? 100.
There's more.
Mark. 107. Right here. 082.
One more in?
083. 083. 091. 091. Oh, you got it, okay, sorry. 097. All right. 085. And 103. 103? There we go, right there. Okay, thank y'all again real quick. Don't forget that the work we do today and continue to do will impact many generations. All we do can be summed up into one word, and that's hope. Thank y'all so much for coming. Sorry we went a little long. We had a lot to take care of.